Alright/x/, I've been debating whether or not to post here, since if anyone who knows me reads this they'll instantly know it's me, and since I signed an NDA it'd mess up my future career opportunities, but to be honest I really don't care anymore. Go to hell John if you've screen grabbed this I know you use this awful website religiously. Be me. Fire watch in Alaska. Boring as hell, but at least it pays kinda well. I get my own lil fire watch stand in the middle of nowhere. Only contact with the outside world is my huge fucking ham radio, the free Wi-Fi, and the guy who delivers my supplies every 2 weeks, beer, food, water, etc. Basically I'm being paid to live in a huge tower, all expenses prepaid, and occasionally look around for smoke or possible fires. The tower is cozy as hell, cool in the summer because of how fucking high up it is, and warm in the winter because it's insulated and has an electric heater, no fireplace for obvious fucking reasons. So tall that I don't have to worry about any of the wildlife. The only thing I'm actually forced to do is the hourly radio checks, since if I don't respond, they'll send a whole fucking SWAT team to go check up on me. I'll explain later. You can basically do anything you fucking want up there since there's no one around to actually monitor you. Okay, enough context. Okay, time for the spookies. Be me. First month of the job. Kinda spooked out because of how fucking isolated I am. Just shooting the shit and definitely not masturbating when I hear something huge slam into the bottom of the tower. Whole thing shook. WTF.jpg. Decide to go take a look since I don't want this fucking tower collapsing while I'm stranded with the next visit from supply guy in a month. Take a flashlight and my company's standard Remington hunting rifle. Climb down the steps and point the flashlight at the wooden beams that hold the tower up. It's smeared in blood. Looks like the front of your car when you plow through a deer at full speed. What in tarnation? MP4. Mangled deer corpse at the base of the steps. Holy shit. Absolutely torn to pieces. Only a few patches of skin still on. 2 legs missing. The head has been ripped in 2 from the center down. Hardly resembles a deer. Only knew it was a deer because its antlers have been snapped off and shoved into its throat. There are intestines and deer guts stuck in the beam supports. Something threw the mangled deer cadaver into the fucking beams. What in the actual fuck? Loud footsteps in the deep snow coming from the tree lean around the tower. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Take rifle off my shoulder. Point it at the tree line. Shout at whatever it is over there to fuck off as I slowly back up the stairs. Chamber round. Yell I have a gun. Fire warning shot into woods. Hit something. WTF.jpg. Thing fucking squeals loudly. Actually causes my ears to bleed. Okay, fuck this. Run upstairs. Something fucking runs after me. Don't turn around. Run inside, lock the door, and close the shutters. Loud roaring from the bottom of the tower. Sounds like a mix of a bear's death cry, an elk, and a person getting CBT, don't ask. Thing starts climbing up the stairs. Shit. There's a small gate about a third of the way up meant to stop bears and shit from walking into my fucking living room while I sleep. It doesn't know how to open it. Fucking praise kekke. After about an hour of it trying to push the gate open and it fucking scream roaring at me, it finally leaves. Don't go outside until the next day because it could be trying to bait me out. Deer is gone. Guts are gone. Blood smears are still there. No tracks because of the snowfall. Go back inside and play Skyrim. Act like it never happened. The first pick is the closest to my work environment since I'm not using real picks because I don't want you bastards calling the park ranger station up to tell them that Tower 7 is snitching. Sure thing anon. I guess I should elaborate on why the park rangers send a fucking SWAT team to check on you if you don't respond to the hourly radio check. Hourly radio check. Basically just responding to Tower 1, our coordinator, when he says our tower number. It's just shitty roll call. Tower 4 doesn't respond. It's the 6 AM check, he's probably still sleeping, which is normal for Tower 4. 3 checks later. He's still sleeping. Okay, WTF. Tower 1 says that I and Tower 8 should go check on him if he doesn't respond to the next one since we're the closest. Next check comes and he doesn't respond. Well, fuck.jpg. Tower 8 rolls up in her shitty Land Rover and drives us to Tower 4. Pull up outside Tower 4. Huge fucking blood trail leading from the stairs and into the woods. Holy shit. MP4. Go up the stairs while Tower 8 tries to find where the blood trail ends. The bear gate has been torn off and is currently up a nearby tree. What? Climb upstairs. Slowly enter the living room with my handgun, we have to keep it on us at all times. The door is already open. Or rather, it isn't there. Enter room. It's fucking carnage. Blood and bits everywhere. There's half a fucking hand on the floor. No body. Seems like something burst into the room, tore up Tower 4, and dragged his body out. Remember that Tower 8 is literally following the trail of whatever could tear through a thick wooden door. Oh fuck.jpg. Jump down the stairs and yell. She's staring off into the woods, gun drawn. Says she's not going there because there are bears and wolves and she ain't wise. Call it in on the radio. An hour later a literal convoy of armed park rangers arrive. Tell us to fuck off. Never hear anything about it again. Have to give some shitty story to the others that he retired, at 22. There's still more. Since you've been a good boy, I'll keep going. Time to introduce you to the guy. The guy is literally just this fucking guy with a burnt face who wears a suit. He looks like he's been in a fire or something cause his face is scarred as fuck. He doesn't say anything. He just watches you from a distance, normally from the tree line, and right in his clipboard. Every single tower has seen him. Apparently according to Tower 1, he's been spotted here since the 50s. I've tried approaching him a couple of times but he'll just walk behind a tree or rock and fucking vanish. Looks like the Jim Carrey mask guy from Metal Gear Solid 6 just without the mask he wears. I've only heard him speak once. I was slowly approaching him from behind, trying to get the jump on the fucker, when he turned around, looked at me, and said cougar in a Norse/Russian accent before turning around and walking behind a rock. WTF. Turn around. There's a fucking cougar a few feet away from me. It prob's been trailing me as I followed him. It runs the moment I point my rifle at it due to fight or flight. I don't know if he saved me or tried to get me killed. Thanks Jim Carrey the mask. No one knows who he is or where he comes from. He just shows up, looks at you, writes in his clipboard, and fucks off. The closest he's ever got to someone was when he walked out of Tower 3's toilet and just left through the front door, or the time he appeared outside my fucking window watching me sleep. The local Inuit folk seem to know about him but they refuse to say any more than oh, him, right? Aside from that he's been here well before Whitey showed up and has been just a part of the local tribe's life for eons. They won't give the name they have for him or any stories about him, they just tell you to keep your distance and not to piss him off. I know it's boring but that's literally it. You'll see him around 8 times a month and then he'll disappear for 4 more to go spook the shit out of the other towers. Tower 9 leaves him lil goodie bags of spare food etc which he's seen him pick up and eat, so that's cool. Be me. Finish up the 8 PM hourly radio check, all the other until 6 AM are optional cause sleep is a thing. Load up Skyrim since it's the only game I can play because the Wi-Fi is down due to the snow. Play for like 2 hours. Knocking at window. Don't care. It's probs the guy or something, he does this often. Knocking continues. Ignore it. Loud slam at window. Holy shit, okay, you've got my attention. Open blinds expecting to see the guy and his stupid fucking clipboard. He's not there. Scan the windows. Nothing. 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 Child peeking from the corner. Nothing. Nothing. Wait, WTF. Snap back to window. Kid stops peeking the moment it realizes I've spotted him. Oh shit. $MP. Override my gut telling me not to go outside. If there's an actual fucking kid out there, then it'll die, and I don't want frozen kid corpse on my stairs. Open door. Absolutely nothing. WTF. Call out. Still nothing. Hear scuttling behind me. Turn around. Dead bird on floor that wasn't there before. WTF. There's a gift tag on it. A gift, from me to you. Okay, fuck this. Go back inside. Bring bird with me because I don't want to piss off ghost kid. Shut blinds. Go to sleep. I still occasionally get knocks at my window at god awful hours of the night from time to time, with little dead bird gifts every 4 knocks. Pick is the type of bird it was. Be me. Going for a walk because me bored. Tell radio I'm going on a walk so they don't send a fucking army. It's summer so no snow. Still bring the rifle because bears and chia eat. Have fun taking pop shots at deer to scare the shit out of them. Stumble across a huge camper van. We're not accepting campers cost covered, so I go investigate to make sure it's not a hobo or cultist. I'll get into that soon. Place looks old yet new. Go inside after checking some of the tents outside. Looks like someone's been living here. Empty cans in the corner. Sleeping bag on the couch. What? JPEG. Doesn't stink like shit surprisingly. Old diary on the table. Take a read. It's from one of the people who used to work here. He got promoted from fire watch to park ranger and then retired. Have fun reading through his journal. It's about him coming back because he missed the openness of the forest. Starts talking about some guy in a suit in the woods. Realize it's probably about clipboard guy. He mentions chatting to him. He doesn't do that, but okay. Pretty cool. Last entry was a few days ago. Says he's going on a hike tomorrow to look for it. No later entries. WTF. Leave because it's getting late. Go back a few more times. Nothing changes. He doesn't come back. A few weeks later, basically forgot. On roll call when someone mentioned that an old colleague went missing. Oh shit, who? It's the journal guy. Wait, what? It's been months and they still haven't found him. I gave the journal to the park rangers in case it could help. They sent me an email the next day and said that telling anyone about the campsite or the journal will violate my NDA. I didn't mention the campsite. Rip Roger of Tower 11. Pick is the model of camper van. Okay, fine, I'll talk about the cultists. Be me. Radio call from Tower 8. WTF does this bitch want? Anon, get to the lake now. Okay, sure. Walk down to the lake. Holy shit. JPEG. Park rangers are holding a group of robed figures at gunpoint while local police call something into their radio. The guy from Tower 5 is also there, looks like shit. Then realize that there are a bunch of stone pillars that weren't there yesterday. WTF. JPEG. Go ask one of the park rangers. He's surprisingly chill. Explains that Tower 5 guy had gone for a walk through the 4th sector, the area me and Tower 8 manage, and happened upon the robed guys sacrificing a wolf. Robed guys proceed to flip shit. One runs at him with a knife. Stabs him in the thigh. Tower 5 guy proceeds to shoot him in the chest. All the other robed guys are now pissing themselves because Tower 5 guy has a semi-auto rifle and is now screaming at them as his leg starts bleeding. Tower 8 hears the commotion and calls it in. That's when the park rangers arrive and hold them all hostage. They pull the shot guy into one of their trucks and provides first aid. Tower 5 guy is former Spetsnaz who is living out the rest of his days in retirement in the Alaskan woods, go figure, so he's perfectly fine, Did all the first aid himself while warding away knife-wielding cultists. Park ranger tells me to leave. I'm not going to argue with the park rangers, so I fuck off. Fill Tower 8 in once I get back. Later find out all the robed guys got off scot-free because one of the people in the local police force is a member of their cult and used his admin powers to save them from jail. All they had to do was tear down their stone pillars and promise to never come back and they could leave. Apparently their cult is the third largest faith in the region, with the native religion and Christianity ahead of it. They worship some water god called Malach or something, I don't know the name. I could tell you some stuff about the native faith, it's kinda interesting. Local natives have a pretty small pantheon of gods. It comprises of Thul, the god of snow, he's like the Alfather, he's like a king sitting on a throne made of pine trees. Tamaka, speaker of Thul. Thul doesn't speak in a way humans can understand, so Tamaka translates for them. He's a bird/guy wearing a bird mask who's in a dress with no armholes who has a scabbard on his left side. Flumene, wife of Thul. She's the god of warriors, mothers, and lakes. She's a woman with one arm riding on a huge elk that's larger than a tree. And then there's Toti. The natives refuse to say his full name, so they just shorten it. He's the god of fire, rot, mold, and decay who's currently chained at the bottom of the lake in my sector. He has cougars and other lesser gods do his bidding since he can't do shit under the lake. Thul, Tamaka, and Flumene all live in the mountains away from humans because their voices scare them. They're all mute aside from Tamaka. Be me. Depression.jpg. GF at the time left. No friends because job means I'm far away from anyone for months. Isolation is getting to me. Decide enough is enough. Take a rifle and head into woods. Find nice clearing to do what I'm gonna do. Put the barrel in mouth and about to pull the trigger when I hear footsteps. Turn around and see an old man with a huge white beard wearing a bear pelt robe approaching me. Quickly hide rifle because I can't bear the embarrassment of being caught failing at killing myself. Dude walks up and says, "Can I sit with you, child?" in a deep, German accent. "Sure thing, Santa." The man chuckles and sits with me. He's got a cool looking eye patch on one of his eyes. He starts talking to me, just casual convo. Talk back, chatting about sports etc. Asks what I'm doing out here on my own. Say hiking. He says he knows I'm lying. Proceed to vent to the old man about how shit my life is. Old man comforts me. Realize old man has a pet bird on his shoulder. Holy shit, that's badass. Man says his name is some bizarre Swedish shit. Feel happy now, no longer depressed. Finally have clarity on life. Old guy says he has to leave. LOL bye. He gets up, walks over to a thin tree, waves, and walks around it. And fucking vanishes. WTF. Go check. There's no way he could have just walked around this thin tree and just disappear before he reached the other side. WTF. Take rifle and go home. Haven't felt suicidal since. Thanks Santa.